Clock's ticking loud, I'm checking the feed. Chat's blowing up, yo Gav, we need a little more time. Just breathing slow, but the countdown's red and it's ready to go. Got my lights set up, my headset on, cameras framed, green screen strong. Coffee's cold, but my heart's on fire. 3 minutes left and I'm wired. 3 minutes to go before we're live. Chat's going wild, keeping the vibe alive. Got the game queued up, let the pixels glow. It's gathering time and the world should know. Oh, 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Stream deck armed, alerts in line. Mods already, the timing's fine. A nervous grin, the playlist spins. Every show feels new again. Messages flood, we can't wait. Followers rolling a record rate. Hands on the mouse, I hit that scene. Lights, mic, magic, live on screen. 3 minutes to go before we're live. Chat's going wild, keeping the vibe alive. Got the game queued up, let the pixels glow. It's gathering time and the world should know. Oh, 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. 1 minute left, heart skips a beat. Every viewer's waiting in their seat. 10 seconds flashing, can't turn back now. Gavin takes a breath, he's ready somehow. 0 on the clock, lights burn bright. Hey chat, what's up? It's racing night. From countdown dreams to full-blown show, that's how it starts. 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's Gavin Bass 1, your commentator for this evening, and it is an explosive night in the making. We're with the WERC tonight, that's the World Esports Racing Championship, and we are in Azerbaijan in the Baku track. Oh yes, it's the Baku track. Yeah, it's in Baku city centre, started in 2016. 6 kilometres long, this track, and Charles Leclerc is the fastest man on the track so far this year, or up to date actually. The widest part of the track is 13 metres wide, and the narrowest part of the track is actually only 7.6 metres. That's the section where you go through the castle at the old town and the very famous wall that a lot of people can absolutely hit. The top speeds can reach up into 220 miles per hour here at the end of the fast section before turn 1. And believe it or not, there's 78 gear changes in total for every single lap that they do. Safety car probability tonight is reasonably high at 57%, with a 43% chance of a safety car, or a virtual safety car. The pit stop loss time is 19.8 seconds, and of course, as always, that includes the 2.5 seconds it takes for the pit crew to fit new tyres. If there's the unfortunate chance of getting the wing damage, that's added on, of course. So there you go, there's all the stats, and you can see the lead there, and it looks like Fonafay in the Aston Martin's leading it at the moment with 124 points. The Almighty Cloud at 76 points, and Setters in the Racing Bull at 58 points. Emery Boz in the Haas, 53 points, and Porky Lemar in the Racing Bull with 48 points. So there you have it, and absolutely set the nerves steady tonight, guys, for that fierce turning into turn 1, and also the really, really tight one into the castle centre at the old town in the city centre. Just a wee quick word on the little notification below there. I've had so many people ask me, how can I go about buying you a drink, or how can I go about giving you a subscription without Twitch getting all of it, or half of it anyway. So somebody from actually this league, the owner of the league, suggested that I did this buy me a coffee. So if anybody does really enjoy my stream and wants to send a couple of pounds for a cup of coffee, I drink about 15 espressos a day, maybe even more, and it'll all go towards espressos and some nice lemon and lime vape juice for my vape. So, I'm wishing every single driver success tonight on the grid, and just really take it easy for that first and second lap and get yourself into a nice little race pace and enjoy the race this evening. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is WERC Racing League. I get confused because I'm doing about 7 or 8 of these every week now. And every single driver have a fabulous race, and can't wait to get on top of everybody and see what you've got tonight. Keep her lit, keep her clean.
Through the neon haze, Friday night fuel, electric blaze, digital titans on the starting line, chasing glory, crossing time. Crowds ignite, the circuits roar, legends born on a pixel war, steel and fire, speed untamed. One mistake and you're erased. Gavin's voice cuts through the fight. Color rule, calling out every move tonight. From the pit stop clash to the final turn, feel the rubber burn. Friday night thunder, lights go down. Esport kings tearing up the crown. World Champion League, we ride or die. Friday night thunder, hear the call. One will rise and the rest will fall. With Gavin's fire lighting the sky, F1 gods will never die. Dark smoke ghosts in the midnight air, pixel blood and iron stare. Split second hearts beat against the clock, glory forged on asphalt rock. Every lap, shadows chase. Every crash leaves a scar trace. But the faithful cheer through the digital flame. 'Cause Friday night will never be the same. Commentary rising, sharp and wild. Overtake at the line, he smiles. Voices crash with the engines loud. Gavin's night thunder, lights go down, engines scream as the walls shake. Now we'll chip and lead, we ride or die. On this track, immortals fly. Friday night thunder, fear no fate. It's for kings, dominate with Gavin's fire. The legends alive. Friday night we burn, we try. Friday nights, Friday nights, we
Well, good evening and welcome. That's Gavin Bass back again, and I'm now speaking. And could somebody tell me that the echo has gone away? I would really much appreciate it. Everybody's readying up. No echo. Ha! Are you sure there's no echo, James? James? Are you sure there's no echo, James? What about you, Hawk? Oh, what did you do? I don't know. Whenever I was speaking on that first part, there must have been some sort of a microphone on my laptop. I need to look into it. Oh, so many people sending in so much love, and I've already had coffees bought tonight on my new Buy Me a Coffee app. So I'm going to be more hyper than booking ever. I'm in great form tonight. We're with the WERC League. That's the World Racing iRacing Championships tonight, and it is going to be an absolute belter around Azerbaijan. Somebody said that there just might be a little bit of rain tonight. Now, that's going to add to the spice of tonight's race, that's for sure. I've heard a little rumor that LFC James hasn't been practicing. Now, if I was LFC James, I would be a bit more clever and I wouldn't have told anybody that because you might end up on the naughty step. Anyway, we are coming into the quali one of tonight's race with this fabulous league, and I just can't wait to see what times the lads are going to set tonight. I'll be running down your drivers and I'll be giving you all the information that you need. And I'm going to be all over the top of everybody tonight because Big Brother's watching, people. Anyway, let's hope there's no safety cars tonight. And let's hope that we get a good, clean race. But you know what? I don't think the boss will be too disappointed if there's the occasional safety car here because I can't remember the last time that there wasn't one. So there's all your data. And let's go over to the drivers. In the Aston Martin, we've got Kears. Then we've got Dirty Taffy in the Red Bull. Suspension is driving the Ferrari this evening. And on board the Williams, we've got Sid. Respirator driving the Alpine. And the 14-year-old, little LFC James. He might not be good at the racing, but I'm told he's very good at the golf. Almighty Cloud driving the Mercedes. Rossi driving the Williams.
Absolutely fabulous to see Fonafay here in the Aston Martin. He's heading up the league at the moment. And then we've got this dark horse in tonight. 21 cloves of garlic. Can he produce some magic this evening? Silent Shadow, I haven't seen him in before, and he's driving the kick. And you are most welcome, Mr. Silent Shadow, and good luck for tonight's race. Porky Lemar is, oh my goodness, James has been disqualified from the session for blocking in the pit lane. Really don't know what happened there. Porky Lemar driving the Racing Bull, and IBN, the boss of the league, is driving the Haas. Setters is out in the Racing Bull this evening, and Banisher Bain in the Haas. The boss man of the PSS Racing League is driving the kick this evening, and Daza is out on the Mercedes. John 86. Good evening to you, John 86. That's John DT 86 driving the McLaren this evening, and he's out and about, and he's very keen to get a lap in. Gap Reaper, that's a new name as well, so he's driving the Red Bull tonight, and Gavin Bass welcomes you very much to WERC this evening. Hope you have a good time, and I hope you keep it clean. So there you go, there's your lineup. Good evening to Cold Brew. James got an eagle today at the golf, but he binned it going into the pits. So maybe you should concentrate a wee bit more on your racing and maybe back off the golf and do a little practice, sir. Anyway, let's go out and let's see who is on a lap. Looks like Dirty Taffy is on a lap here in the Red Bull, and we'll just ride on board with him and see exactly what's going on. .210, 211 before he absolutely flings the brakes on round the left-hander down into the very technical part of this course. Dirty Taffy on the medium tires, so he's not using up his softs till the second and third quali. Good evening, Martinez. I'm back next week with my main account, so oh, you're banned for something dumb. Oh, you're banned for something dumb? What are you banned for? Oh, we're off to an absolute belter here. Raging Hawk has done the same thing. His phone fell and he went to grab it and he put it in the wall. The old Alzheimer's is kicking into the old Hawkman, unfortunately, but we're still on board with Dirty Taffy, and we're going to see him through to the end of this lap. Here he goes. A 1:44.294 has been put in by Respirator, and Dirty Taffy betters that by nearly 1.6 seconds with a 1:42.729. So Dirty Taffy has put in a very, very solid lap there. On with Almighty Cloud in the Mercedes, just finishing off his lap, and this looks pretty fast. He just taps the wall there. 1:40.276 for Almighty Cloud, and that is an almighty lap, an absolute almighty lap. I don't see young John on after doing a little bit of difficult coaching last night with him. He was struggling with Discord, and it's really unfortunate to see that he didn't come in because he was excited. Setters a 1:40.848. Some really decent laps coming in here. John DT's a 144.199 and Respirator a 144.2. Vanisher Bane with a 144.432. Oh, suspension. Suspension's been caught. Oh, that's John. Sorry, we are on with John. John is here. So John has binned it. On with Sid. Sid's driving the Williams, and he's just finishing off his hot lap now, and he's heading down towards the very fast part of the circuit where he will go over the start and finish line. Go ahead, Sid. Send it. Fourteenth position, and Kears has left the session. If anybody's listening, could they maybe see if they need to invite Kears back? He looks like he just left the session. On with Respirator. No, I'm not. I'm on with Banisher. "21 cloves of garlic." In the Ferrari, up through the castle section, migrating host. Oh, I've been kicked from the session. Oh no, I'm back again, am I? Everyone's been kicked, so it's not just me, is it? Oh dear, what has happened? Who was the host? Everybody's kicked. It might be an idea just to turn it into a short quali then. Okay, so I'm going to leave the session and wait for my invite to come back. Really sorry to anybody. New. And while we're doing, put on some entertainment. I don't know, just have to play the intros again and stuff. That's really unfortunate. James, if you're listening, apparently you have a quali ban. So I don't know if you've ever had a quali ban before, but what you have to do is just go out for one out lap and come back in again and retire from the session. Sorry, it seems to be there's confusion about that quali ban. So we'll just wait on seeing what happens anyway. So just play the intro and go and have a coffee with all this money that's being sent. And thank you to absolutely everybody who sent in a little donation that buys me a cup of coffee. I'm delighted about that. It was a great idea by BN, to be honest with you, because a lot of people were wanting to buy me a coffee or buy me a pint, and they didn't want Twitch to get half of that money. And that is a great idea. It'll all go to good use, believe me. Just going to put the intro on again, lads, and hopefully it'll all be sorted out for the end.
Engines scream through the neon haze. Friday night fuel, electric blaze. Digital titans on the starting line. Chasing glory, crossing time. Crowds ignite, the circuits roar. Legends born on a pixel war. Steel and fire, speed untamed. One mistake and you're erased. Gavin's voice cuts through the fight. Cover room, calling out every move tonight. From the pit stop clash to the final turn. Feel the rubber burn. Friday night thunder, lights go down. Esport kings tearing up the crown. World champion league, we ride or die. In the storm, we electrify. Friday night thunder, hear the call. One will rise and the rest will fall. With Gavin's fire lighting the sky. F1 gods will never die. Dark smoke ghosts in the midnight air. Pixel blood and iron stare. Split second hearts beat against the clock. Glory forged on asphalt rock. Every lap, shadows chase. Every crash leaves a scar trace. But the faithful cheer through the digital flame. 'Cause Friday night will never be the same. Commentary rising, sharp and wild. Overtake at the line, he smiles. Voices crash with the engines loud. Gavin's roar lifts the crowd. Friday night thunder, lights go down.
Looks like we are getting invites now. If anybody's watching the stream, could you just let me know that it's coming through okay? For a minute there, I thought it was my connection. You know what my internet's like. James, are you still there? Am I still here? What a great opportunity for Hawk and James after binning it. They now have got an opportunity. That's if the boss man allows it. They may not get in. I don't know. Have you heard the news yet? Has anybody told you? Are you going to get another crack at it? If you're allowed to qualify again, guys, I must admit that is a real stroke of luck. Oh, but I don't think anybody will really mind, to be honest with you. It's a debatable one, I suppose, but at the end of the day, I don't know. If it was my decision, I think I'd just let you do it. Good evening, Grellis. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're fast and furious for Sunday evening. And let's hope my internet's good, because I'd love to contribute a few points. No, Hawk, just go out and do your quali, buddy. I don't think anybody will mind. The whole session was glitched, so go out and start again. Don't think anybody will care. And if they do, they're not very nice. Yeah, I was practicing a wee bit today earlier, Grellis, with Texas. I was going okay now, so I'm hoping to be up in the top sort of 6, 7 anyway. Misfit John says, James, as far as he knows, that it was only a year okay to quali. But again, just need confirmation from the boss. But as I say, I don't think anybody would care. We all wait all week for our Friday night race, and we're all busy bees, and mistakes happen. So, yeah, you'll get a podium, buddy. Has there been any race where you haven't got a podium? Misfit John says that the boss says that we all just restart and start again. So, guys, just put it down to experience. Don't be a hero and start from the back. Go in and enjoy your race and have a good night. I don't think anybody will give a damn. Please do. Makes for better racing for everybody. Oh, Grealish, you missed out in Saudi. What a bad boy.
Come on, smartass. All you've ever done is give it loads of that.
That Joker Hawk says, do you not want to see me winning from the back? I tell you what, there'll be fucking no chance of that, buddy. No chance. Just get your ass into your car and go and have a good one. Same with you, James. Turn off all those devices, James, and don't get any distraction. Focus, focus, focus. Oh, I'm getting the old harsh words now. Oh, harsh, harsh, harsh.
you're not returning fire, right?
Misfits John says, James, also bear in mind, fool, not to go into too fast to the pit because there's a wall there. I think James might know that there's a wall there. Half of it's in front of his car. The pit crew are trying to pick the bricks out of it at the moment.
Protecting you, and you're cringing like a tart.
Why no cam for the race? What do you mean no cam for the race?
See this?
Oh, do you want my wee face on the race? Do you want to see me some?
You're the bitch.
I could put it on, but I'm scared of. I think what's wrong is my laptop's microphone is on, and I don't want to start to tamper with it now while everything's working. So I'm not going to do it.
This man doesn't belong here.
But it's a good idea. I'll do it for the next time. How's that?
Have nothing to do with him.
Looks like we've got a quali one going on. Okay, if you think it would be awesome, I'll put it on. I have to try and find it somewhere in the screen nice and small so it doesn't get in the way of any of the information like lap times and stuff like that. So we'll try and find a little spot somewhere in the screen where it doesn't overlap anything that's important to see. Yes, James, get the focus face on there and get going, buddy. Oh, dears, that's a low blow there. It's Halloween soon, so you should be okay. Tell me this, is it still raining? Is it still going to rain? Could somebody tell me if it's going to rain? Nah, it's dry. No idea. I wouldn't expect you to have an idea, James. You're from another planet, buddy. You're from the planet Zork. I've never met anybody that takes a race on in Azerbaijan and doesn't practice for it. Misfits John says he's going to start his rain dance. Anyway, we've got cars on track and I need to get my stuff all sorted out. I think I'll turn my little laptop off too so that I don't get any unnecessary drain on my internet connection. So I'll disconnect that. You've done about 2 laps. You've done about 2 meters and then you hit the wall. You balloon, you. So they're all going out again. I've already run down all your drivers, so I'm not doing it again. It's hard enough to get all those names ready. Pinball Gamer, you'll soon find out what it's like to pronounce some of the names. Some of them are very difficult. Taffy's been disqualified. Why has Taffy been disqualified? Did he get a quali ban? We're on my respirator. Let's see what he's got. So driving the Alpine this evening is Respirator, and he is in Sector 2 at the moment. Looks like a decent little lap going on. He's got somebody in front of him. Let's hope he's not held up. Oh, what a nice tow he's going to get here. Get in behind that car. Honestly, get in behind him. .144.266. Respirator sets the first lap. Oh no, looks like somebody's been held up there. McLaren driver, I think it was. LFC James. I'm not going to go on with this lap because James was impeded there by suspension, I think it was. Oh my goodness, suspension has just binned it there, I think. .139.621 for Fonafe, quali 1. On with Daza. Solid lap there from Daza in the Mercedes, 141.994. Almighty Clouds in the 139 club with a 139.881. Here's a 140.1, sorry. 21 cloves of garlic in right behind him with Silent Shadow in 5th position with a 146. Well, James, if you have a problem in, put a ticket in. Almost hit. Driving the Williams. So that invalidation there by LFC James, he was held up on the track by one of the Ferrari drivers. I do think it might have been suspension. I'm not absolutely sure. But anyway, that's cost him a lot because that's going to create a lot of tyre wear that he didn't really want. And he may just have to put on a new set of tyres now. And that's very, very costly. Right back on Sid. Decent lap for Sid there. Absolutely. P9, 142.730 for the Williams driver, and that was Sid. LFC James, let's see what he's going to do. What do you mean, Maverick? You can't see anything? Can somebody tell me that my stream is working okay? Because somebody has said they can't see anything. Seems to be working okay here. If any of the viewers, and there's 16 or 17 of them, would somebody be kind enough just to put in a little comment to say that it's all working quite well? Because somebody has said they can't see it. All good my side. Yeah, Hawk, thank you. I think it's something to do with your internet, Cold Brew. Oh, he got very close to that wall there. But he's okay. A good little bit of advice from Gavin Bass. If you're going to go out in a quali lap, go up into your settings and have a look at the map first and wait until there's a clear track and then go out, and then you will not have anybody in front of you. I know it's not ideal, but it's something that I would do very regularly. Oh, James is going to get a nice distant pull. P9 for James. He should be safe into quali 2 with that lap. On with Banisher. James has just been disqualified for the session for some reason for driving the wrong way. So another dreadful mistake by James. Cold Brew, some very dark places. I think it's just the game. There's nothing that I can do about that, I don't think. Oh, Banisher gets a little bit squirrely there. In through the castle he goes. Yes, James, that's what happens, because you just need to settle down and go into the pits slowly. On with the new guy. This is Gap Reaper in the Red Bull. James says he's done with the game. 217 miles per hour. Oh my gosh, he's late brake. He'll be better resetting and going for another go at that. On with suspension. Good evening, Red Eye. Yes, Gavin, doing what you do best. Thank you, buddy. Yes, I love it. Looks like this Ferrari's carrying a right wing. Action will be absolutely terrible here. Let's hope that he jumps into the P. Oh, Johnny B. Good evening, Johnny B. Nice to have you on with us. So 2 minutes to go, and everybody from IBN down would be in the sort of danger zone here. Let's see if anybody is on a lap. Yeah, Respirator's on a lap. Let's see what Respirator can do in the Alpine. For everybody viewing, this is Gavin Bass 1 on a Friday evening with the WERC Racing League on a Friday. We're in Quali 1 tonight of a full Quali session and a 50% race. So let's see where we go here and who drops out. LFC James made a mistake, and Dirty Taffy, I think, must have had a Quali ban, but we're riding board right now with Respirator. That Red Bull just got a wee bit in the way there. Such a vital lap for Respirator here. I hope that didn't slow him down too much. Oh, he's bouncing into the pits. Respirators in P15. On the Gap Reaper. He's slowing it all down. So, Respirator in trouble. Gap Reaper in trouble. Suspension, well, he's really in trouble there. He ran out of front wings, I think. On the IBN, he's in 13th at the moment. End of sector 2. Let's see where he is. Oh my goodness, he's nearly 2 seconds up on his previous time. I think this is going to put him into about P7. Oh, nice lap. Absolutely beautiful lap. 10th position for IBM. So he has secured his place in Quali 2. Great to see that. So there you have it. Bonifay, fastest man on the track at the moment, followed by Kears, then Almighty Cloud. 21 Cloves of Garlic, solid lap from him in P4. Silent Shadow, great lap for him. First time I've been doing comms for him. Setters in P6, Porky Lemur 7, Rossi 8, Raging Hawk in there in 9th, IBN 10, Dazzle 11, John DT 12, 13 Sid, 14 Banisher, and 15 is Respirator. Everybody below Respirator is going to have a wee seat, and they're going to maybe join the stream and give me a bit of chat. Always good to have them in. As always, if anybody's got anything they want to say, shout out. Anyone recently engaged, newborn babies, anything like that, just really get at it. So, Quali 2 in Baku. And this is where the tension starts. We're on medium tension mode now, and then the high tension starts in Q3. Who is going for the Grand Prix in Azerbaijan for the WE Friday evening? That's the question I'm asking. Let's give the Hawk a little bit of love tonight. He deserves a wee bit of love. This lad works awfully hard. So, let's see if the Hawk can put in a decent lap. Look at him giving the Gavin a wee bit of a whirl. I love the wee whirls. Could you do a wee donut for me, Hawkie? Then I'll change your name to James. Anybody who's listening that's driving here tonight, just be very careful with those track violations, and just be very careful that you don't get in the way of somebody on a hot lap. I've just seen quite a few occasions tonight where guys have been slightly impaired by people. So let's see what happens. On board with Richie Hawk. On the throttle he goes. He must have a very muscular right hand leg, because I'll tell you what, he could beat a donkey out of a sandpit with that accelerator pedal. Go on the Richie. That's just a wee bit unfortunate. He clipped the wall ever so slightly there, and he just might have lost a couple of tenths, but ever so slightly just hit it, so it might not have affected his lap too much. But this kick driver is sending it here. Look how he goes through that corner. He absolutely belts through there, and he picked up a wee bit of time. That bollard has just gone to A&E for some plastic surgery. So Ricky's backed off the lap, and he doesn't like it, and he's just going to go back into the pits. He's whirling there, and he's letting me know. That's really good stuff. I love that. On the McLaren with John DT, the Flying Scotsman. Corky Lamar puts in a 1:46.93, so he's the fastest man so far. Guys are starting to set laps. Rossi in with a 1:41.7 and 1:48 for a Keers. IBN puts in a solid lap there of 1:41.793, but right now we're on board with John DT. McLaren there of Almighty Cloud puts the fastest lap in so far at 1:44. What's John DT going to deliver this evening? Let's just see. Over the line he goes. A 1:43 puts him in 15th at the moment. John TT will be happy to be into Q2, and he still has 10 minutes to go in and have another go at it. But that's a great bit of improvement there, I must say. Those are decent lap times, John. Keep up the hard work. Oh, being caught on camera, and if you go the wrong way you might get disqualified. You're okay. Thankfully you're going to be given another chance. On the respirator, let's see what he's got in the Alpine. Into the left-hander he goes. Out of the tricky session he comes. I'm on to the fast section. Lots of battery left, so I don't know if he's refreshing that battery or he's saving it. But if he's saving it, he's going to have a very good sector 3. I've got a feeling Respirator is a controller player. You can just see the wiggling of the car. And if he puts a good lap in the controller, that is absolute credit to him. And so he does. P12 for Respirator, 140. Let's have another go with the Hawk. Oh, he gets a nice bit of track there. Nice bit of pace out of that corner. That's what it's all about. Just getting that throttle down nice and gently and keeping the traction down on the car. This is looking like a fairly sound lap here. Round that tricky right-hander. Again, traction perfect. I like the line round there as well. This is possibly a decent lap here. I reckon this is going to be in about 145 maybe. Oh, I was 400ths out. Bad Gavin. P7 Raging Hawk. So Fonafe 139.363, fastest man. Almighty Cloud second. Setters third. Porky Lemar 5 minutes and 27 to go, and it's all going to get a bit frantic now for people trying to get a better lap than they did. The people from about IBN down, including Silent Shadow, they're not safe because there's a few fast guys down there below them, and it's going to be interesting to see if any of these guys can improve their times on the next set of laps that they put out. Four minutes and 56 seconds left, and we're on board with Daza. He's out of fuel, so he's going to bounce into the pits. And that's Banisher on his outlap. So I'm going to stay on with Banisher to see if he can improve on that 143.571. I'll stay with him until at least Sector 1 to see if he's going to improve on it. So let's have you, Banisher. Let's give it loads here, buddy. He's just settling himself down now. IBN is in P9, is absolutely right. That's new. And that comes from Almighty Cloud with two laughing faces beside it. Almighty Cloud, you should have been a comedian. Love it. Love the banter. All good crack. That's what it's all about. A good community of guys. .204 miles per hour. Heading into the old town now, into this very, very difficult left-hander. Somebody goes off the track for him. That corner that he just did there, it's so easy to get a penalty there. You just have to make sure you get the white line absolutely just beyond the right-hand front tyre. Enjoy your food, buddy, and I'll talk to you soon. See you on the grid so soon, I hope. Always like to see Maverick racing. He's a good goer. P14 for Banisher, so Banisher's going down, I think. Nervous time for IBN. He's sitting in P9. And everybody below him is out on an out lap apart from Banisher. I think Banisher is spent now. Let's ride on board with Sid, and let's see what Sid's got to offer here on his final attempt to try and get into Q3. Between him and Daza. Sector 2, Daza's up by 1/10 at the moment, and that could be enough to just maybe knock Sid off. Sid's already off. He's finished, actually. So people like Rossi and IBN are under threat here. Let's see what he goes. He's now nearly 3/10 up, and that could put him into a 141 something here. But he needs a really, really good Sector 3, and he's got 20% of battery left. Not sure that's just enough. He's used it all. That's unlucky. P11 for Daza. On with John TT. Let's see if he's going to better his Sector 2 time here. Oh, he's nearly 0.9 up, but that's still not going to be enough. John DT's not going to make Q3. Rossi is just the man that might do some damage here. Oh, what a lap. I think that might have got him through. Let's see. 8th. Yes, absolutely. Rossi, what a lap, sir, under so much pressure. And that just might have knocked the boss down. It did. Oh, no. IBN got through. Brilliant. So Daza Bonifay is P1. Kears 2, Cloves of Garlic 3, Silent Shadow 4, Almighty Cloud 5, Setters in there in 6th, Porky Lemar, Rossi 8th, brilliant lap there under pressure. The Hawk is in 9th and IBN in 10th. So brilliant for IBN getting through to Q3. Unreal. Unfortunate for Daza, Sid, John DT, but a good drive from John DT, Banisher and Respirator, all going to have to sit out in Q3. So now the tension's up to high. I can smell the nerves from Hawk. Hawk's going to have a hernia. Here we go. Let's get those informations up. They're all there, and we're ready to roll. Who's first out? Nobody yet. 11 minutes. Steady race for you tonight, buddy. I'm chilled, to be fair. I'm glad to hear you're chilled, bud. I am glad to hear you're chilled. And also, a big shout out and congratulations to John for taking on co-ownership of Pure Speed Syndicate. Big job ahead of you, because that's a very, very fast-growing league. And right now, they've now 2 tiers, and I think they're going to be getting up to a 3-tier very soon. They're getting applications every single day for drivers. So a growing league, and one that everybody should get involved with, especially guys from this league, because this league is a partner. So support each other, guys, as I can see you're all doing. Big shout out to this lad. This is the first night that I've seen Silent Shadow racing, and we're going to go on board with Silent Shadow for his lap here this evening. Always very welcome to the league, sir, and really, really enjoy the crack and banter and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Get yourself involved and enjoy your racing. Oh, thanks for that, Cryptic. And good evening to you, Cryptic Diamond. It's his second race here. You have to remember, I'm 61 years of age, and it gets very difficult for this old man to remember these things. But thanks for that information. He raced in the season earlier on and done very well. So let's see how he can do. I'm going to ride on board and give you a full lap with Silent Shadow in the Kicksaba here in Baku. WERC Racing League on a Friday evening, and I'm Gavin Bass 1, 9 minutes and 13 seconds left of Q3. Everything's good, Misfits. How are you doing? I'm sure you're delighted that you got into Q2 this evening. Solid lap from you, sir. Cryptic puts in a lot of little smiling emojis. 61, never maybe 40. Yep, 61, I'm still racing. Holding my own too, may I say. Oh, that's a nice smooth. Oh, just as I said it, he got squirrely. He's going to go into the pits. He's not going to finish that lap. That lap will now mean nothing to him, I don't think. Let's see, Porky Lemar, a 140, 128. So cracking lap there from Porky. In comes the 139s of Almighty Cloud and Kears. So Kears right up there again. Kears is a good driver, I must say. Oh, no, John. Good lap, sir. Every time I watch you, there's improving. You're improving. 8 for Silent Shadow with a 141.742. So I'm surprised he actually finished that commentator's curse, Cryptic. You're absolutely right there. Oh, my gosh. He's getting it squirrely. So he's going to have to bounce in. I didn't think he would have finished that lap now. On my fun of it. Oh my goodness, didn't he take every single millimetre out of that corner? No wonder this lad is fast. He is taking risks and he is fast as a bullet. Look how much of the rumble strip this guy takes. Unbelievable. Look at that. Coordination, perfect. Oh, just as I say that, he clips the wall. Oh, he's fast round that section. Again, look how close he got that right tire to that wall. Unbelievable accuracy here. Leaves lots of battery at the end there, and this is going to be a 139 something, absolutely definite. 138.9, oh my god, Fonafay puts it into the from absolutely everybody in this league, sir. That is incredible. Unbelievable lap there. Let's see what IBN's got. He's still in the pit, so I think IBN just might be a wee bit out of tires, and he's probably waiting to the last chance saloon, as is in Raging Hawk. Raging Hawk's team's got the sandpaper out, and they're rubbing those tires down to give him as much traction as he can, because he needs everything he can get. Some solid laps in there this evening. Absolutely, but look at that, 138.988. Wow. That's all I can say. I don't want the commentator's curse. NFC says they've got to cheat. Absolutely, they're not. I was on board with that lap, and I can tell you, he was absolutely taking every corner to its maximum. He even clipped the wall ever so slightly, and he still put in a 138.988. Unreal. Good solid time there from Rossi in the W Williams. Unbelievable, 149.88. So Rossi's right up there in P6. Pinball says he's using Gorilla Glue to glue the rubber back onto his tires. That must be his brother Hawk. So you're getting lots of good fun comments here tonight, Mr. Rick. Who's this going out now? Here we come. Here's the last chance saloon. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go, and the tension is high here in Baku tonight. All reports say that it's going to be a dry race this evening. It may be a dry race, but I've got a feeling there's going to be some very, very wet eyes. There's going to be some tears tonight. Yes, James, you must have been through your second box of Kleenex by now. Let's ride on board with the Ferrari driver for this last lap and see what 21 cloves of garlic can give us tonight. Can he better the 1:40.250 that he's already set? All eyes, top right-hand corner, sector 1. Let's see what he's got. Let's see if there's any improvement. If not, I'm going to jump onto the others to see if there's any improvements going on there. Good evening to Gap Reaper watching us tonight. 1:38. They are faster than some of the top sim racers. They're right up there, that's for sure. I didn't catch sector 1 there. Did anybody catch to see if 21 cloves of garlic is faster in sector 1? I missed that. So I'll just keep an eye for sector 2 and see what he's at. And then I'll try and give somebody else a bit of love if he's not up on sector 2. Here he goes down the fast part of the track now, sending it big time. 12 viewers at the moment, and good evening to each and every one of you, and thank you very, very much for tuning in to this brilliant race tonight in the WERC League here in Baku in Azerbaijan. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and I am the resident commentator for this league on a Friday night. I also do commentary for Pure Speed Syndicate on a Saturday and Sunday, so always tune in and give us some of your support. Oh, P3 for 21 cloves of garlic. Absolutely brilliant. Almighty Cloud, what can he do? And again, I'm looking at this sector 2 time. Good little driver, this. Absolutely fabulous. Wow, absolutely magnificent lap there for Almighty Cloud in the Mercedes. Absolutely superb. Well done, sir. End of quali it is. 10th position there. Oh. Bonifay, P1. Almighty Cloud in the Mercedes, P2. Tears in the Aston Martin, P3. 21 cloves of garlic, P4 with an incredible lap there of 1:39.5 in the Scuderia Ferrari. The Visa Cash App of Setters puts in a 1:39.8. So 6 lads actually in the 1:39s. Porky Lemar 6th. Raging Hawk 7th in the kick with a 1:44.90. Rossi in the Williams, and sorry, I just missed the last two. Me bad. So, if anybody that's driving a car tonight, always remember to give the lads a little bit of time now. Don't be readying up. That will be hectic if you ready up right now. So do not ready up until you see the Crown actually ticking his box and setting it off for everybody to watch. The silence, the tension, the nerves, they are all really, really starting to adjust everything down to their tires, their tire pressures, their strategies, their fuel, especially their fuel. How lean can they run it? Did they do a fuel test during practice? I normally set it to about 1 to 1.5 over, but I just don't know offhand what it's like on Baku. Not too sure about that strategy, to be honest with you, James. I've got a feeling there's going to be a safety car in the first few laps, so I don't know. I know what I would do, but I'm not going to say it live, because then you'd all know what I would do. There's lads on here tonight that put in hours and hours and hours of practice before the race. And I say this quite a few times, you know, a lot of people say it's just going to be a game. It's not a game, it's a competitive sport. And right now, it's no longer a game, it's a frantic competition to try and win this race this evening. So that's why drivers get really upset whenever people don't take it seriously or they're driving recklessly and carelessly. They've put in a lot of hours of practice and they do not appreciate it. I can tell you that for sure. And I'm one of those drivers. Before a race, I would do probably in around about 90 laps that day to make sure I'm absolutely 100% on top of every gear change, on top of every corner, where I use my ERS, where I need my ERS, making sure that I've got plenty of battery for overtakes. There's so much to think about here. Also pit stops, you've got to be very, very careful going into the pits to make sure you don't overspeed. There's just so much to think about, and these guys have it off to a fine art. So anybody watching, please don't ruin anybody's race by being a dickhead. Another massive thank you to absolutely everybody that has sent me in little donations on the buymeacoffee.com. I can tell you tomorrow my espresso machine will be going really, really hard because I've got a race tomorrow night with Pure Speed Syndicate. I've got a race with commentary with Pure Speed Syndicate at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, 6 o'clock on Sunday night, and then I race myself in Austin, Texas with the Sunday Drive on a Sunday evening at 8 o'clock or 8:30, I think it is actually. And I'm battling at the moment to help my teammate who is called Grelis, and he races under the name of Grape Spade, and we are leading the Constructors' Championship in that league at the minute, which is quite a really good result because it's a tough league and some extremely, probably the fastest drivers I know are in that league. And I'm sitting in the P10 or P11 in that league, and my teammate is P1. So between the two of us, we are leading the constructors, and we're doing a pretty good job. Now, in saying that, about 6 of the races I have not been able to finish because my internet has dropped out. So had I had not internet problems at my holiday home down here in Castle Rock in Northern Ireland, those points would even be more. So Sunday night's race at 8:30 for me is a very, very important race for me personally, because I need to put some points on that table for our Constructors' Championship. But we must be coming close now to the formation lap here in Baku City. A dry race is going to be had, a very, very full compact grid this evening, all juggling for positions into this vital turn 1, turn 2, and then through the castle section. And there is a high probability, as I said earlier, I think it was 57% for a safety car this evening, and I do honestly think that is going to happen. And it's not just because of the drivers in this league, it happens in most races, no matter what experience the drivers have. So off they go on their formation lap this evening, and I'm going to show you what everybody's tyres position is. And a lot of guys have gone out in mediums, and a lot of guys have gone out in hards, and James is doing something different tonight, and something that possibly I might have done just depending, but I think I'd have done something fairly similar. I would have maybe gone to mediums, but softs are fine. 3 or 4 laps on them. Hope for a safety car and jump in and get those hards on, and then onto the mediums for the last stunt. Bonifay, P1 in the Aston Martin, P2 in the Mercedes, the Almighty Cloud. Here's in P3 in that beautiful green Aston Martin this evening. On board in the Ferrari this evening, you've got one of the newcomers to the league, and that's 21 Cloves of Garlic, and he is setting the standards really high for any newcomer in this league, and he is doing an amazing job. Have a great race, 21 Cloves, and I'll see you on the grid soon to give you a little race. Setters in P5, always up there and thereabouts is Setters. Really, really good little racer. Sometimes he gets it a wee bit heavy. Porky Lemar on the Racing Bull, his teammate, he's in there in the hard tires and he's driving the Racing Bull. Raging Hawk in the kick, Rossi in the Williams, and Silent Shadow, Hawk's teammate, in the kick. IBN, the league owner, he's in P10 in the Haas, and the Mercedes of Daza is right in there in P11. P12 is Sid. John DT in the McLaren is 13th. Banisher is 14th. Gap Reaper is in 16th there in the Red Bull. And then you've got Suspension. Oh my goodness. Suspension Racing. He tapped the car and he's now ended up on the naughty step. Oh dear. LFC James in 18th in the McLaren, and Dirty Taffy in the Red Bull in the P19. Dirty Taffy's a good goer, so Dirty Taffy has a real good opportunity to make his way up the grid this evening. And again, tonight's driver of the day will be awarded to the person who makes the most progress, or anybody who just dominates the races. So there's a couple of good opportunities tonight for driver of the day, but anybody, look at the disqualifications here. Daza and Sid must have had a little touch together and they've ended up on the nose, or they haven't. Maybe they just didn't park correctly. So here we have, on board, the start of the Baku Grand Prix with the WERC Racing League on a Friday night, and we've got 5 reds and we're ready to roll. And we're away. Oh, Red Bull's got into the corner. Oh, there's an absolute mess there on the first corner. A lot of guys got caught up with that. Let's see if there's any damage. No damage there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. 10-second penalty for John DT for severe collision. Suspension's got no wing. Red Bull there off Dirty Taffy's got no wing. John DT. Somebody hit the wall there as well. But I don't think there's a caution. How in the name of God was there not a safety car there? I don't know. But Bonifay's away with it. Rossi with the penalty. Pinball Gamer. So Porky Lemar has got a drive through. 10-second penalty for suspension. 10-second penalty for Rossi. Let's just go down them and see what's going on. Nice move being made, but oh no, is he going into the pits? Yeah, he's going into the pits. Let's just go down these drivers, see what's going on. LFC James. He's up into P. Oh, LFC James is up into P9. Suspension's going into the pits. Oh my goodness. Taking his 10-second penalty, and he's going to get a front wing. So we're going to ride on board with the leader, and he's now 1.5 seconds ahead with Almighty Cloud in 2 in the Mercedes. Here's right in there in P3. Then you've got Setters, P4. He's in the Racing Bull. 21 or cloves of garlic. Sid gets a 3-second penalty. Silent Shadow and the Hawk are racing together as a team. This could be a good tactic if they keep it together. Sid in P8, LFC James in P9 on the soft tires. Porky Lemar 10, 11 is Respirator. Daza is 12. Gap Reaper is 13th. IBN sitting in there in 14th position. And then in 15th you've got Banisher Bane, and he's got Dirty Taffy right behind him. Is Taffy carrying wing damage? He is. Taffy's going to have to pit because he'll not last. Fonafea 143.125, and Kears then just beats it out there with a 143.125 as well. So brilliant laps by those two guys. Rossi's got a 10-second penalty. John DT down there in 18th. Is he damaged? No, he must be repaired. And then 19th you've got Suspension. Suspension has lost another wing there, and his right hand end plate seems to have gone. So I've got a feeling he may just pit again. Oh, the Aston Martin, the Kears got it squarely there, but he rescued it and saved any damage, so he's fine. Let's see them all go through here. Here comes Sid through the corner. Makes it okay. In with Porky Lemar. How does he take the corner? Takes it well. So does LFC James. P10. Respirator. P11. Daza. P12. IBN. He's running with no wing. So he's nursing that wing. Gap Reaper. 14th. Banisher being 15th. Dirty Taffy, he's in 16th, and Rossi, I think, oh, Rossi's just binned it. Rossi's just binned it, and he's definitely going to run with no wing whatsoever. Both end plates are off on that Williams. 3-second penalty for multiple warnings as well. John DT down in 18th, but thankfully he has no damage. Suspension. The suspension's now being lapped. Nice little battle starting to come about now on the track. Almighty Cloud is chasing down that Aston Martin of Kears. They're going to have a real good battle, and right in behind that is Setters. 21 cloves of garlic in the Ferraris, right in there in P5 with Silent Shadow right behind him. Hawk's not too far off the pace either. but he's just got a wee bit of time to make up there, and he's going to have to push. Suspension has decided to stay out on the track with no front wing. This can only on with 21 cloves. Oh, he just clips the wall there as well. So really, really tight stuff going on here. Pushing hard. Lap 6 of 26 here. Hawk still pushing away there, P6. Porky Lemur and Almighty Cloud having a wee bit of a go there. And one of them runs very wide. And he takes the position over there. Big car here. Ten-second penalty for IBN for speeding in the pit lane. No, oh yes, it is a safety car. We've got a safety car.
no, someone has bended. Don't worry, just be cool and refocus. My good friend Gavin has gone for a wee smoke and double espresso while you guys sort your shit out. Now, if another safety or bad incident happens, I know Gavin will report it to the highest of high. So be warned, y'all. Stay safe.
Engines roar, the laps are flying, crowd is on its feet, electrifying. But a wing's gone loose, but there's debris near, yellow flags, the track's not clear, and the lights start flashing, silver star, here it comes, the safety car. Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag. While the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag, he says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving, tires cooling, fans all groaning, patience dueling, cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Comment box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all. Cars in line, just a motorway close. So Gavin for cup, for a smoke. While the circuit's yawning, he's in on the joke. He'll stroll back in when the green lights fly, with a fresh hot cut and a cheeky sigh. Marshall, clear the track, the crowd begins to cheer. Engines growl again, the real race is here. But Gavin's chair is empty, the mic's left alone. He's outside humming his favorite tone. Yes, as Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag. While the world all is waiting, he's holding his drive, and just in time as the cars go full sail, he stubs it out. Back on air, my friends. Safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin returns just in time to strike.
Right, lads. It's now been reported to me, the President of the United States, about safety cars. Sort your shit out and get that driving sorted out.
So back live with you, it's Gavin Bass 1, WERC League on a Friday night. And it's lap 10 of 26 grueling laps here in Baku City. And I think we may get a restart after this lap. I can't see it going for another one. I hope not anyway. You heard Snoop Dogg. He said, sort your shit out. Fastest lap is held by Kears at the moment with a 1:43.125. So he's the fastest man on the track at the moment as per the statistics. Position changes. LFC James, he's up 7. So right now he's in P11. 4 positions up for Silent Shadow. And 4 positions up for Banisher Bane. Race control safety car is going to start. So let's get all of this off. IBN says the safety car stitched them up, giving me through drive-throughs and ruined his race. I would agree with that. So suspension and IBN both out of the race this evening. And we're ready for that restart as Funafay does exactly what he should do, and he's just backing everybody up. And they're away. Oh, Funafay hits the wall there. Did he get any damage? No, he didn't. He got away with it. But that won't help his tire wear. We've got a yellow flag somewhere. Gab Reaper gets a 3-second penalty there, and it looks like we're off again. On with Almighty Cloud. So let's see how the track positions are as we talk at the moment. It's Funafay and P1 in the Aston. The 2 Astons out there, but Kears in second. Almighty Cloud and the Mercedes third. The Ferrari of 21 Cloves of Garlic is right in there in fourth with Silent Shadow now on his back. Great debut for Silent Shadow. Well, it's not a debut, it's only a second race this season. Porky Lemar in sixth in the Racing Bull, and their Setters is in the Racing Bull too. Setters is going to make a move. Makes it stick on their safety car, and I've got the hiccups again. Excuse me. Quite a few moves going on behind them. Look at LFC James trying to hold the Hawk off. The Hawk's not going to have any of it. Here he comes. Oh, he tried again but didn't get past. Just a matter of time. Oh, no. Not good. Hawk definitely lost a few positions there. He just outbraked himself. We've got a caution, and it looks like John DP. Oh, John's in a wee bit of trouble here, trying to find reverse. Oh, keep going, John. Back to race pace. Go in and get yourself sorted out there. Get that damage fixed. Three-second penalty for respirator, 3-second warning for outgoing the white lines. Almighty Cloud in the DRS zone of Kears. Makes it stick up to P2 for Almighty Cloud. Nice little move there. Look at Silent Shadow. He's pushing hard against the Ferrari F21. Close the garlic. We've got a caution. Safety cars coming out. Oh, no, 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 no. And we've got a safety car.
Right, lads. It's now been reported to me, the President of the United States, about safety cars. Sort your shit out and get that driving sorted out. I have told my good friend Gavin just to feck out for a while and grab a coffee and a smoke. He doesn't need to watch this total bollocks. Sort it out.
Engines roar, the laps are flying, crowd is on its feet, electrifying, but a wing's gone loose, there's debris near, yellow flags, the track's not clear, and the lights start flashing, silver star. Here it comes, the safety car. Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag, while the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on, wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving tires, cooling fans, all grown in patience, dueling cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Coming box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all, cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a smoke, while the circuit sits yawning, he's in on the joke. He'll stroll back in when the green lights fly, with a fresh hot cup and a cheeky sigh. Marshals clear the track, the crowd begins to cheer, engines growl again, the real race is here. But Gavin's chair is empty, the mic's left alone, he stops it out, back on air. My friend's safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin returns just in time to describe. Back on air, my friend's safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin's gone for a fag, while the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving tires, cooling box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all. Cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a fag, while the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving tires, cooling fans, all grown impatience. Dueling cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Coming box feels like a late night show. Gavin Strucks, I've seen it all. Cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a smoke. While the circuit sits yawn and he's in on the joke. He'll stroll back in when the green lights fly, with a fresh hot cup and a cheeky sigh. Marshals clear the track, the crowd begins to cheer. Engines growl again, the real race is here. But Gavin's chair is empty, the mic's left alone. He's outside humming his favorite tone. Yes, Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag. While the world is waiting, he's holding his drag. And just in time as the cars go full send, he stubs it out back on air, my friends. Safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin's returns just in time to describe.
So back on air we are, second safety car of this evening, and we've got 4 DNFs so far. It is Baku. Raging Hawk had trouble with his steering wheel. He lost some sort of force feedback, and he said it nearly caused a serious accident with James. Yes, I would agree with that, but thankfully, buddy, nobody got hurt and everybody's fine. And James is still out there in P7, so you didn't ruin anybody's races, buddy. Don't worry about it. Bonifay still leading the race here with the Aston Martins, strong in P1 and P3 with Almighty Cloud in that Aston Martin sandwich. Doesn't look like the safety car's going to come in again here. It might be another lap. It is indeed. So all those lovely donations that were sent in to me today for Buy Me a Coffee is being put to really good use this evening, because I'm just putting the coffee machine on once again. And thank you very, very much for anybody who did that. As I said earlier, a lot of lads have always said to me, how can I repay you for doing the streams and all the rest of it? Well, I don't charge, and I will never charge for doing a stream. This is my passion, this is my hobby. Yes, I do put a lot of hard work into making it an enjoyable view for you all, but at the end of the day, it's lovely to get a few little donations in there, because I do drink a lot of coffee and I put a lot of lemon and lime vape, especially with this race. I think I've sucked the life out of my little vape. Poor vape. But anyway, it is what it is. The stewards may put their children to bed because they're going to have a late night. Lap 16, 10 laps to go, and I dare say, everybody, let's have a look at that tyre situation this evening. It looks to me that everybody is on the tyres that they're going to finish the race on. 10-lap old hards there for Almighty Cloud, and a few guys in behind there are holding on to the new mediums, so it's going to be interesting. Williams makes up a position there. And they're settling in not too bad. LFC James makes a move there, or tries to make a move. John DT, oh, there's a Haas off in the back. That's Banisher Bain. He's in the middle of the track and he has lost a lot of wing there. So a lot of damage there, and also a lot of carbon fibre on the track. But looks like the race is continuing. There's no red or no safety car there, thankfully. Down to Setters, P7. Setters makes the outside move and they make the stick. Puts Setters up into P6. Daza in behind him. 142.998 for Fonafe. So Fonafe is on fire. Four DNFs this evening. The Hawk, Gap Reaper, IBN and Suspension all out of this race. Lap 18. WERC on a Friday night in Baku. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and I'll be taking you right through to the end of this race. Haffey gets a 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. But look at Porky. Porky's tracking down this Mercedes of Daza into the left-hander, and Daza's very vulnerable. Porky's going to get the DRS here, and he's going to make an easy move. Porky up into P7. Down to LFC James. Making a very late braking manoeuvre into the left-hander. He makes that stick. That was a beautiful move there. He's now fighting against the Alpine. P11 against Respirator. Okay, buddy. Good night. Sleep well. On with Almighty Cloud. He's very close here. Oh, we've got a caution. That's okay. Somebody just must have been off track. Oh. Cracking battle going on here. Somebody jumps into the pits. I think that was Almighty Cloud going in for a pit stop. What did he go in for? Hope it's not wing damage. It is wing damage. He needs a front end plate. So on goes the new wing for Almighty Cloud. On with these guys. They're battling. Oh, the Williams has got it squirrely. That's Sid. Oh no, what the heck is that? Oh wow, what was that? Oh no. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, buddy. Thank you, Raging Hawk, for subbing the Twitch channel. Really, really appreciate it. Excuse me. On the silent shadow. So with another DNF, and it looks like Sid's out of the race. Another opportunity to get a pit stop done. Definitely jump into the pits. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane because we've only got 5 laps left, and I think a lot of the guys are going to put soft tires on here. Virtual safety car. John DT 86 gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. And the race is back on. Bonifay's out there by 2.7 seconds. On with Dirty Taffy. Oh, Labrat, what about you, sir? Good to have you here. Yeah, cracking overtake, yep. Thought he was going to try the late break there. And James's race is over. How's it over whenever you're in the car? Told you before, James, stop texting while you're driving. You're going to get a ban. You don't have any damage. So on track at the moment, Bonifay's got a 4.3 second lead over Kears in second. The two Aston Martins 1 and 2. Then you have the Ferrari of 21 cloves of garlic. He's on track for a podium this evening. Setters in P4, but never rule Setters out because he's always quick at the end of a race. And behind them you've got Silent Shadow. He's having a fabulous little race tonight in the kick. Then you have Porky Lemar in 6th, Almighty Cloud in 7th, Rossi is in 8th, Dirty Taffy is in 9th. Bonifay gets the fastest lap of the race at a 1:42.061. LFC James is in 10th and Daza is in 11th. Mighty Cloud got the fastest lap of the race there. Daz is jumping into the pits. That puts James back up into P10. Up to Silent Shadow. He's pushing hard now against Setters. Lots of energy left in that battery, 60% of battery, and they're heading down towards the very bad part of the track. After these two left turns, they are definitely going to be on a chase here, and I think that kick is going to take P4 off Setters. What can Setters do to defend the kick of Silent Shadow? We will find out the answer within about 10-15 seconds. Here we go. DRS activated. Can't catch Setters. Equal cars, Labrat, equal cars. A lot of separation on the track now, so I'm going to stay on with Silent Shadow because he's having a real good battle with Setters, and we're going to see this one for a while because there's nobody really. Setters is catching cloves of garlic. Lap 24-26, just 2 more laps to go here in Baku. So this is where the race is at the moment. Bonifay's walking it. Let's see the position changes. 10 for Dirty Taffy, but he's carrying a penalty. LFC James is up 8 in 10th position at the moment. He started back in the grid, so not a bad start for him. Here comes Shadow. Just can't make that vital move. Oh, Gap Reaper, I just can't imagine that actually. Are you trying to give me nightmares? I'm already night. So track positions right now is Funafay P1 in the Aston, Kears in 2, Cloves of Garlic in 3, but this is where the race is. These three guys are battling it for the last lap. Let's hope it doesn't end in tears. That's Cloves of Garlic, Setters and Silent, all having an absolute brilliant last section to this race this evening. Almighty Cloud's down there in 7th, and he's late breaking into that corner. He's trying to catch Porky Lemar in the Racing Bull, and I think he's going to make it. So Almighty Cloud's going to get himself, he gets squirrely, he's going to jump all over the top of him. Let's see what happens here. The RS zone's coming right up, and this is going to be an easy move for the Mercedes of Mighty Cloud. Here he comes. Outside move. Leaves him behind, and Almighty Cloud goes right into P6 with Porky Lemar right behind him. Look at Dirty Taffy, P9. He's chasing down the Williams of Rossi, and Rossi's got nothing to defend here. Well, Rossi's got 63% of battery, and Taffy has only got a little battery left, so I'm not too sure he'll get the position change here. No, he won't. Let's go back onto this battle. Setters has now got himself up into P3. Final lap of the race. Funafay's in P1. That Aston Martin driver tonight is just in a league of his own. He's having a fabulous little race. He started in pole and he's ended up in first place. Penalty free. So a brilliant race from the Aston Martin driver. But to be honest with you, it's nearly expected because he's just put such a stamp on this league. He's making it very, very easy for himself. Then in P2, here comes Kears. Great second place for Kears. Over the line he goes. Nice lot of wiggles going on. Here's the race for P3. Setters, 21 Cloves of Garlic and Silent Shadow in a train. Oh, wow. Over the goes. Setters gets it. Cloves of Garlic at 4th. Silent Shadow in 5th. Here comes Almighty Cloud. He comes over the line in 6th. And in 7th, then, you've got Porky Lemar, and the Dirty Taffy is now holding out there. He's got wing damage, that Racing Bull, or that Red Bull, and the Williams of Rossi right behind him. And then my driver of the day is LFC James. He has got a P10, and he has 8 positions of a gain. So, brilliant drive from the young 14-year-old, and he just wiggles it all over, and he's delighted with an 8th place because he was penalty free, and he got P8 from 18th start. Here, Silent Shadow didn't finish for some reason. He must have binned it right at the end. John DT over the line he comes. P12, 13 Silent Shadow is out, and Banisher Bane sticking with it right to the end of the race, which is what we all want to see. Brilliant race, obviously, to stay in and just keep the chin up, and done well, Banisher Bane. And that's the end of your Baku Grand Prix this evening, guys. Gavin Bass won WERC in Azerbaijan. Lots and lots of great racing tonight, despite the safety cars. And safety cars are inevitable in Baku. Absolutely inevitable. There's nothing much you can do about them. It's just such a difficult track. Thanks, Pinball Gamer, for your agreement there. Fabulous race by the young lad altogether. So there you have it. Race winner is Funafay. Almighty Clouds, the fastest lap. Driver of the day by the game was Dirty Taffy. I would have given him driver of the day, but he did pick up penalties. LFC James got the most overtakes and Cloves of Garlic. He got the cleanest driver of the evening. And I'm just going to go on. You know exactly where you all ended up in the league, but the important thing is the race director, and the stewards will want these incidents. So I'm just going to skip down these incidents so they can flick through them. There's quite a few. Not as many as I thought, actually. But there you have all the race incidents this evening. So brilliant race, guys. Unfortunately, the safety car spoiled it for a few people. A few DNFs, a few individual great results there for different people for different reasons. As always, thanks to BN for hosting and owning the league, and also for all of his stewards that are going to be probably quite busy tonight, and all the administration staff that get behind him to give this league a great platform for you guys to enjoy yourselves on a Friday night. I'm Gavin Bass 1. Again, thank you everybody who donated to that new little thing that I put up for buy me a cup of coffee. I will buy lots of coffee with all of your kind donations, and I'm just glad Twitch doesn't get it. And on that note, I would like to then finally say, brilliant race by the Funafay in the Aston Martin, and congratulations to our young 14-year-old lad that got driver of the day tonight in B8. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and I'll see you all next Friday night, I'm sure. Well, I'm not too sure where the next race is. Does anybody know? I can't remember offhand what the next race is, but I do think, is it Silverstone possibly? Not sure. Not just too sure at all where it is next week. Just seeing if anybody knows on stream there to see if they can keep me right. Remember, I'm getting old and my memory is deteriorating very fast. But it's my pleasure doing comms for this league, and I really enjoy it. And no, nobody has replied to tell me where it is next week, and that's just the way it is. So on that note, I'll say goodbye to you all, and thanks to all of the viewers for tuning in tonight. Good night.
Blaze, digital titans on the starting line, chasing glory, crossing time. Crowds ignite, the circuits roar, legends born on a pixel war, steel and fire, speed untamed. One mistake and you're erased. Gavin's voice cuts through the fight. Color rule, calling out every move tonight. From the pit stop clash to the final turn, feel the rubber burn. Friday night thunder, lights go down. Esport kings tearing up the crown. World Champion League, we ride or die. In the storm, we electrify. Friday night thunder, hear the call. One will rise and the rest will fall. With Gavin's fire lighting the sky. F1 gods will never die. Dark smoke ghosts in the midnight air. Pixel blood and iron stare. Split second hearts beat against the clock. Glory forged on asphalt rock.